Alright, what's up guys? Today I will be showing off my 520 Warlock. I am now done with this character for the week. So now I'm going to be moving on to my Titan starting today into tomorrow. And I'm not rushing things necessarily. I'm taking 2 days per character, so I might get all 3 off this week, depending on how much stuff resets after 4 days with the new twice a week reset thing. I believe it's only going to be like Flashpoint and a few other things, so I don't think it's going to be that much stuff going on. But I have done everything on my Warlock so far, except for these 2 powerful gear drops right here. One is for winning a Crucible match wearing a full set of Season 4 Crucible armor, which you cannot get the class item from the vendor. You have to get that from an in-game drop right now after a Crucible match, and I haven't been lucky enough to get one yet. And the other one is a full set of Gambit armor, which I've only had 2 of the 5 pieces drop, I believe, so far, so I can't do that one either. But everything else I have done, and I've also gotten another Seed of Light that I can use on my Warlock, but I haven't decided which one to use it on between the new Stormcaller or the new Voidwalker. If you guys have either of them and you like one of them, let me know why you like it and which one I should pick. I'm leaning towards Stormcaller, but I'm not really sure. But anyways, I'm going to go over some of my stuff, the perks I have on my armor and weapons, and some of my god rolls I got on my weapons and armor, and just generally some of the perks I'm looking to get so far in Forsaken. So starting with the kinetic slot, I have this pulse rifle, which is the Gambit one. And as you see, it is my favorite primary so far. I've been using it probably in the videos you've seen so far. And it's basically a god roll. It has Headseeker body shots landing with this weapon increase precision damage for a short period of time, which is good on a pulse rifle because whenever you hit a burst, if one hits the body and the other 2 hit the head, those ones will do more damage. Then it has Kill Clip. Reloading after kill grants increased damage, which is 50% for 5 seconds, I believe. Then it has these 2 perks right here, which are both extended mag. This one gives you more ammo in the mag, but slower reload, so I just go with the reload. Then it has 2 decent barrels, then it has that perk too. Then I already have this mod in it because this is what I'm going to be using in the raid more than likely. And overall, this pulse is very, very good. It's a 390, which is inaugural address from the Leviathan raid. It's a very, very good PV filling pulse rifle, and I have 2 really, really good perks on it, and I really, really like it. Up next, I have this shotgun, which has Slide Shot, which is a good shotgun perk than full auto, and it's a 55, almost high impact. Not the highest impact model, but like the second highest, with a really, really good amount of range because of the barrels right there. And I haven't used it too much in PvE, but it's definitely a good PvP shotgun. And I really want a high impact full auto with like Rampage shotgun in the primary slot. For example, the Vanguard over there has a really good, I believe it's a 45 RPM shotgun that has a really, really cool perk right here. Then you can also get full auto and then Rampage, so that'd be a really, really good roll eventually if I can get that. Up next is this auto rifle, which is yet again another god roll. This one is from the Dreaming City, so you can get it from random drops on the Dreaming City, from Pug events or Blind Will, I believe. But it has Kill Clip and Outlaw, then 2 decent mags and things like that. But basically that's it. Outlaw, Kill Clip. That's god roll for PvE. Anything with Outlaw, anything with Kill Clip, anything with Rampage, any of like those 2 combined is a god roll. And it's a 450 RPM, which is a high impact, relatively high impact AR in this game. So it's pretty nice, I like it. Then I already have the Ace of Spades, which is probably one of the best hand cannons in the history of the game, if I'm being honest. It's actually insane for both PvP and PvE. And then I have the Chaperone, which I haven't even shot yet. I got it last night. And then I got this Antiope D this morning, which has Kill Clip. And then the other perk is a decent perk, and it has AP rounds. I want something other than Kill Clip, obviously, right here. But for now, I'm keeping it because this could be a pretty good PvP one if I want to use the SMG, my primary, in PvP. Oh, and then I got this sidearm with a god roll, even though, I mean, it's a sidearm. But it is a 2-burst sidearm, so 2 bursts might be actually pretty good in PvE. I haven't shot it yet, but it has Outlaw, Rampage, and Flared Magwell. So actually an insane roll, but on a sidearm. I'm going to keep it and shoot it a few times and see if it's actually good or not, but I mean, it's a sidearm in PvE. Oh, then I kept this hand cannon. You get this. It's a 140, which is the same as things like Old Fashioned and whatnot. And you get it from the Gunsmith. And the Gunsmith now takes 100 materials per package. So the Gunsmith weapons are pretty rare currently. and I haven't gotten one with good perks yet. This one is honestly a decent PvP roll, opening shot, slide shot, then steady rounds and whatnot. But obviously I want like Outlaw, Rampage, Outlaw, Kill Clip, or something like that for PvE. But I'm just gonna let you guys know there is a 140 RPM hand cannon in the kinetic slot you can get from Gunsmith with random rolls and Forsaken. Now moving on to the energy slot, my highest level weapon is this shotgun, which I've been using. It has slide shot, quick draw, light mag, and smooth bore. And as you see, it's a 55 with a high impact and very high range. And with quick draw and slide shot, this thing is actually a beast in PvP. I'm not sure where I got it. I think it's just a random legendary drop in Forsaken. I'm not sure exactly where it comes from. If someone knows, you can comment in the comments below, but I'm not sure. But anyways, it's very good PvP shotgun. Obviously, once again, for PvE you want full auto and Rampage or something like that, but that's what I got for now. Then obviously before the raid comes out, whatever my highest secondary is, I'm infusing into my EP shotgun. I'm gonna probably rock the Pulse, EP shotgun, and Whisper for the raid, so those three will be my highest things. I'll infuse them right before the raid. But what else do I have here? I have this scout rifle, which I haven't shot yet. It's a 150 RPM, which is a high impact scout with Rampage, Outlaw, and Flared Magwell. So another god roll. Yesterday they were literally just throwing god rolls at me left and right for whatever reason. Moving on to an SMG, which I haven't shot yet, but I think it's actually going to be really good in PvE. I like this type of SMG for PvE, and it has kill clip. Then it also has Genesis, which is a new perk. Breaking a combatant's shield with this weapon fills its magazines from reserves. Energy weapons regenerate ammo on hit when matching the damage type of the combatant's shield. So basically what it does is when you break a shield with this weapon, it refills its magazine from reserves, not thin air. Then if you're matching the shield of the enemy, when you're shooting that shield, it will give you ammo back also. And it, I believe, for there, it just pulls ammo out of thin air because it does not specifically say from reserves. So when you break a shield of like element, you do it for free basically, you get the bullets back. Then once the shield is broken, if it's not on element, you'll fill the mag. So basically this gun is very good for ripping down shields, and it has kill clip. Then it also has AP rounds, which also helps on breaking shields. So this thing could tear down enemy shields. I'm looking forward to trying it out once I eventually get around to doing it. Then I got this fusion rifle, which has rangefinder, then firmly planted, where when you're crouching, increases accuracy, stability, and handling. Then it has a faster rate of fire, then a decent scope. So I'm hanging on to this for PvP, because with rangefinder and a faster rate of fire, it could be pretty good. I'm not sure if that model of fusion is good in PvP, because I haven't really paid attention, but I'm going to hold on to it and see. Then I actually got a decent bow, if that's even a thing. It has this perk, which I haven't seen yet, but draw time decreases after every precision hit. So once you get a precision hit, your next shot should be, you wind it up way quicker. At least that's how I read it. And that's actually pretty good, because all that does is increases your damage per second by letting you shoot faster, which is good in my eyes. Then it also has Dragonfly, which is Firefly from D1, and then some perks there. So this bow is all about hitting precision shots. I haven't used it yet, but it looks actually pretty good. Then I only have one god roll heavy, or even heavy I've even decided to keep so far, and it's from the Dreaming City. And it's the best perks you can get on a rocket launcher in our opinion so far in Forsaken. The only thing wrong with this is it's a 15 RPM and not a 25. 25 is things like curtain call and whatnot, and that is slightly better in terms of damage per second. But it has cluster bomb, which is a must for PvE. Then it has Field Prep, which is arguably the other best perk for rocket launchers now. Increased ammo reserves, faster reload, stow, and ready when you're crouching. So you get an extra rocket. Then also has insanely fast reload when you're crouching. If you've never used Field Prep, when you crouch, it's basically the speed of Outlaw when you reload. It's actually insane. Then it has, you know, a few things there, but Field Prep and Cluster Bomb is probably the god roll for rocket launchers, and you want it on a 25 if you can. So those are most of my guns I've gotten so far. Let's move on to armor now. Now I know my Warlock is ugly. It's ugly by design. I'm going to keep it that way until the raid, or maybe even after the raid just for the lulz. But let's start breaking down what I got on right now. So my helmet, the one I'm using, has both increased special drop and heavy drop. So I can choose between special ammo finder and heavy ammo finder. And then it also has gain bonus super energy on melee kills, which is very good on Warlock because I melee all the time. Then it has this perk, which obviously I'm probably never going to use. It's mostly for these three perks right here. And also has recovery, which is very standard on Warlock. But between being able to choose between these and also having this perk, it's probably one of my best helmets so far. Now, mousing through a few things, I'm not going to break down every perk I have on every armor piece, but I'm going to point out a few things along the way. Another good perk to look out for is the reserves perk on weapons that you use in PvE, so something like rocket launcher or sniper rifle. For like the raid, if you're using Whisper of the Worm, being able to carry more sniper shots with this perk would be insanely good. Then matching it with another good perk also, obviously. That's kind of the hard part about Forsaken so far with armor, is you usually get one perk that you like, but the other one is something that you don't like, so you have to match, you have to get one with both things. And there's so many armor perks to choose from, it's kind of hard right now. Here's another helmet that I might throw on for the raid, depending on what I get before then, but has increased sniper rifle ammo reserves, which is good for Whisper. Then also has this perk for pulse rifles, which I'm going to be using that pulse more than likely in the raid. So I could throw on this helmet depending on what I get before then. Here's another of the perks you can get in this middle tree right here for the super energy ones. You can get super energy on grenade kills or super energy on specific type of weapon kills, such as shotguns as you see here. So there's all kinds of things you can get and match. Now moving on to my gauntlets, I have shotgun and scavenger, which means you get more shots per box pickup for shotguns. Then I can also swap it to heavy ammo finder if I need it. Then I have increased reload speed of all equipped energy weapons, which is very good. And I also have this perk right here, but these are overall very good for shotguns because you get bonus ammo per box and also fast reload with the shotgun. So I can see me keeping with those for the raid. And like before, for the scavenger perk, you can get that for all different types of weapons, as you see here, rocket launcher and things like that. Then I also have these gauntlets right here, which are pretty good overall, special ammo finder, then also energy weapon loader. So it's kind of overall good for special weapons in general, especially in the energy slot, obviously. Now moving on to my chest piece, I don't have anything too good so far, but what I have so far is one with special ammo finder, then also unflinching for shotguns, which isn't great, but like I said, I don't have anything too good in this slot so far. That's the best I have. Then for boots, my last scene, I have this, which gives me more pulse rifle ammo on pickup. Then also have a thing that gives me my class ability back when using my class ability, which on Warlock with the new Dawnblade is actually pretty good. Then this perk is actually pretty good too. But like I said, armor feels definitely harder than weapons to get good rolls because there's so many armor perks. But a lot of the armor perks are good. There's no like bad armor perks. So it's just getting things that you specifically want. And it's kind of the same for weapons. There's not really too many bad weapon perks anymore. It's just once again getting the two that you want. And last thing is my class item, which is probably my best rolled armor piece. I have a heavy ammo finder, which is the one I use at that tree. Then I have all these three different things to choose from for picking up orbs. One is giving me a class ability every time I pick up an orb of light. This one, which is the one I use, replenishes health each time you pick up an orb of light. And the final one is where it begins your health regen when you pick up the orb. But this one right here gives me a huge chunk I've noticed when I pick up an orb, so that's what I'm going with. And then it also has this mod in it for the Dreaming City, where you deal more damage but also take more damage. So that's all my weapons and armor so far that I've got on my Warlock. And I'll be breaking down a lot of these perks on the armor and weapons once everything settles down. Probably shortly after the raid is when you'll see me return to my old style of videos where I just do a bunch of damage testing, damage breakdown, perk testing, and all that stuff. But right now, obviously, I'm just power leveling and going through the Forsaken DLC as a whole. So I'm putting out a few videos along the way, like this one that I can push out. But like I said, we go hard for worlds first. I've said that multiple times, so shortly after the raid is probably when you'll see my typical, high effort testing videos. But anyways, let me know what weapons and armor you've gotten so far with good rolls that you like. Anyways, thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.